Hello there, and welcome to Plan Jaune File Gape. It finally happened, it's here. Patch is out tomorrow. We've got the tester branch up right here. So nice French tankers burning German tanks as it should be in stun. First things first, we've got a giveaway sponsored by Periscope Games. So big thanks to them. 3 keys for the game to give away. It's gonna work like this. You have to comment down below, telling us why you want to pick up the game and what you hope basically to see or to achieve. So basically, give me a feedback what you like to see, and also the devs what brings you to the game basically. What you have to do, very important, is in the same comment write your Steam name, your Steam ID, because obviously you have to have Steam, and I'm gonna give away the keys over Steam. So please do that, and then you can participate. On a side note, keep in mind there's a free weekend coming up now, end of the week, and the following weekend will be free to play, and the game will be at a discount. So if you have the spare cash, feel free, or please actually buy the game, support the devs directly with money, because they use it to make the game better. So I mean, no, it's gonna be like, I think, $15, 14 euros, something like that. So if you have this cash to spare, please do pick the game up. But of course, nobody's stopping you to participate, and maybe you get lucky and get the game for free. Sponsored by Periscope Games. So with that out of the way, we're gonna have a look at the new weaponry added for the French faction and the changes to the German faction, and hop into the range. So we're gonna start off with the good old Lee Enfield. So the range should be familiar to you guys. Either you checked it out yourselves already, or you saw it maybe in one of my vids. I think, yeah, I definitely made a video about it. But now the empty corner is filled with the French weapons. So what do we have? We have the basic infantry kit, consisting of one entrenching tool, binoculars, and a water flask, standard kit. Then we've got all the mines, I think AP, anti-tank, heat thing, and HE. I'm not sure which is which. I haven't tried them out yet. This is your standard frag grenade, obviously, and these are the infantry weapons. So starting off with the PA 1935, Pistolet Automatique, I guess. Just your standard semi-automatic pistol. Does what it says on the box. Nothing special, but very handy to have, of course, as an addition to a bolt action rifle in close quarters. Quite potent. We also have, I lovingly call it the Napoleonic hand cannon, because it's big and it's shiny. The good old service revolver model 1873. So just short of Napoleon's reign, but you get the idea. It's a revolver, what can I say? It's nice because it's shiny. It's definitely better than no pistol, but if I can, I still prefer the PA-35. Then submachine guns. The MAS 38 submachine gun, quite modern for the time, as the name says, 1938. Quite nice. Very short and compact, so very nice to move around cities, clear street corners, clear house, etc. Good fire rate, still very controllable. So same thing as the MP40, really. Quite nice to have. Then we've got 2 machine guns. First off, an old vintage World War I gun, the Xuxa, which is really, it's a very early take on machine guns. Yeah, that's the word. So this is full auto. Very, very low fire rate. Really designed to give off single shots at a higher rate than you would have with a bolt action. Not the machine gun we have in mind in our modern terms. But still, I mean, in that role, it's quite nice. Accurate shot at long range is always good. I think 30 round magazine. Can't hurt. Better than a bolt action. So why not? And if used correctly, definitely potent. Then we've got something that looks similar to the Bren and works similar to the Bren. It's the MAC 2429, so the more modern machine gun. And I mean, it's really similar to the Bren in its operation. What can I say? It's the French Bren Gun, basically. Then, coming to the bolt actions, quite a lot of variety. First off, the good old rifle, the Lebel, model 1886. So, well past the last century. I think one of the first actual bolt action rifles in major service. And yeah, it's quite unique, as in it has a tubular magazine instead of like a stripper clip reload system. So you load it like a shotgun, basically, meaning you have 10 rounds in the magazine, so to speak, at the cost of a longer reload. So I would advise to take a few shots, reload as you see fit, since you don't do stripper clips. Yeah, but quite nice rifle, very long rifle, high power cartridge, therefore quite high muzzle velocity, and therefore good at long range, I found. And bonus, big old bayonet, turning the very long rifle basically into a spear, so you've got range bonus, why not? But only in emergencies, and range it goes to 500, yeah, good enough. I like the open sights, those are always nice. Open sights are the best sights in my opinion. Then we've got the same rifle as a sniper variant, just with a scope slapped on. Quite a weird scope shape, but then again quite simplistic. I mean, it's range at 100, point at 100, hit. It's simple. Maybe not the best scope, but not the worst either, so quite usable. Then another World War I rifle, or carbine rather. It's the Berthier 1916. So it's a short little rifle meant for backline troops, I guess, as you would expect from a carbine. Quite nice again, very open sights. I always like that. And then again, I mean, it's a bolt action. Nothing too much to say about it, except it loads basically a block instead of a stripper clip. As you can see, it's like the same idea as the Garand and en bloc, as you say, clip. And the whole clip stays in gun. Quite fun. But I mean, it's a bolt action. And it doesn't come with a bayonet, this one. And then we get the MAS 36, the more modern bolt action. Looks quite odd. I like the look. Has these weird open sights. Those are a bit harder to use, I find. But still doable. 5 rounds. It's a bolt action, what can I say? Loads with stripper clips, as you would expect, this one. And nice feature, built-in skewer for shashlik on the road. Always nice to have, obviously. Alright, and that's basically it for the French guns, French army. Then again, we get a nice little present from our British friends, the Boys AT rifle. Technically, again, a bolt action, just with a little more kick. I mean, it hits tanks, it kills tanks, it kills crew members of tanks, and if you hit infantry, it definitely kills the infantry. Let me tell you, it really kills them, big time. So quite nice to use. And coming to the German weapons, we've got an AT rifle as well, the Panzerbüchse 39, which is the same idea basically. Instead of being bolt action, it's a breech opening kind of thing, a bit like a Martini Henry, if anyone knows that. So the whole assembly, trigger assembly comes down and you open the breech like that. I really like the look of this gun, because you have those shiny cartridges on the right, and I don't know, I like the look better than the Boys AT rifle. Maybe because I never liked having a box magazine on top of the gun. Same for the Bren Gun, I think it's a bit odd. Anyways, AT rifle. So, some people may already know the C96 from the game, because it was hidden in the last update under this table. So if you have the old build, you might still check it out there. It's the new pistol, basically replacing the P38 for most classes. So the officers still get the Luger. The P38 is still in game for some classes, but like the sharpshooter, mortar guys, etc. get the C96 now, which is great because I feel like it's a better pistol. First of all, it looks much better, obviously. Got that Star Wars look, but it's also better to handle. 10 rounds in one clip, and or magazine, whatever. Don't get me bound up in that discussion. But as you can see, my character has his second hand resting on a magazine, so it's much more controllable. The pistols in Scriptum tend to have a lot of recoil, and this is more stable because of the second hand, basically, which is nice for long range. Or longer range. Then, replacing the Sturmgewehr and the MP40, we've got the MP34, which I think is called the Bergmann as well. It might be a different model. I'm not sure if the MP34 is a newer model of the Bergmann. Anyways, it's one of the iconic early war German submachine guns. It's a submachine gun, what can I say? It really fills the exact same role as the MP40. Gameplay-wise, there's no difference in my opinion. It's a submachine gun. Open the sights again, that's always nice. Very controllable. Good for clearing trenches again. Quite nice to have. And then finally, new machine gun. Technically, it's a Bren Gun. The Bren Gun, I think, it originates in the town of Brno, which is Czech. There was an arms manufacturer there, or Czechoslovak in that time. And the English bought the license and built the gun, I think. Basically just changing the caliber to their Enfield caliber. That's why it's called the Brno Enfield Bren. And when the Germans annexed Czechoslovakia in 1938, they picked up all the kit the Czechs had, so all the tanks, the tank 38 and stuff. We also have in game. And they had a lack of machine guns because the manufacturing of the MG34 went too slow for the demand. And therefore they picked up the Czech guns, which is basically the precursor to Bren, so more or less a Bren gun in a different caliber. And in game it's called the ZB26. I mean, it's a Bren gun. It's a Bren gun in disguise, in a poor disguise, because it looks like a Bren gun. It plays exactly the same role. So suppressive fire, yes, but better in my opinion at accurate shots at range at a high rate. You know, just spray them down at a higher rate than the bolt action can fire back, basically. Yeah, and that's really it. Other than that, I mean, the K98 is still the same. All the fun toys up here are not in the French update, obviously. Way too late war, all these rifles. We get the MG34. And I mean, that's obviously the best gun. Can't beat it. But yeah, great new additions. Lots of flavor. I really, really like the French bolt actions. I think the Labelle and I are gonna get good friends. Yeah, so hop in the game, check it out yourselves if you can. At latest, once it's free to play over the weekend. If you have the game, obviously you get access to the update tomorrow. So take care, have fun with the game. Maybe we meet each other in game, and see you around.